Chapter 3, Neutron Stars. Tiny stars with unimaginable power. Earlier, we explored black holes, monsters so powerful that nothing can escape them. But what if I told you there are stars so strange, so unbelievably powerful, that even scientists struggle to fully understand them? Stars smaller than cities, yet heavier than the sun. Objects so extreme that standing near one would mean instant destruction. Welcome to the terrifying world of neutron stars. To understand neutron stars, we first need to understand how stars die. Not every giant star becomes a black hole. Some massive stars experience a different ending. When they run out of fuel, gravity crushes them inward. The explosion that follows is so violent that it can outshine entire galaxies. This explosion is called a supernova. But sometimes, after the explosion ends, something impossible remains. A tiny object, incredibly small, yet unimaginably heavy. A neutron star. Smaller than a city, heavier than the sun. Here is where things become hard to believe. Most neutron stars are only around 20 kilometers wide. That is smaller than many cities. You could drive across one in less than an hour. But somehow, inside that tiny space exists more mass than our sun. Think about that. The sun is gigantic. Over 1 million Earths could fit inside it. Yet a neutron star compresses similar mass into something city-sized. The result, gravity beyond imagination. If you somehow stood near a neutron star, its gravity would crush you instantly. Your body would not survive even a moment. Bones, organs, atoms, everything destroyed. One spoonful weighs more than a mountain. Scientists often explain neutron stars with one shocking fact. A single spoonful of neutron star material would weigh around 1 billion tons on Earth. That is heavier than mountains. Imagine holding a teaspoon. Now imagine it weighing more than entire cities. Impossible, yet real. This is how extreme the universe can become. Matter itself behaves differently near neutron stars. The atoms we know stop behaving normally. The pressure becomes so insane that protons and electrons combine together. What remains are neutrons packed tightly together. That is why they are called neutron stars. They are basically giant balls of crushed matter. The remains of a dead star compressed into something terrifying. The fastest spinning objects in space. Now imagine this. A neutron star spinning so fast that it rotates hundreds of times every second. Yes, every second. Some neutron stars spin faster than kitchen blenders, faster than airplane engines, faster than almost anything humans have ever built. Scientists call some of these objects pulsars. Pulsars send beams of energy into space like giant cosmic lighthouses. Every time they spin, energy blasts outward again and again and again. If one pointed toward Earth at close range, the radiation could become deadly. Entire technologies could fail. Communication systems destroyed, satellites damaged, and life itself threatened. Magnetars, the most terrifying stars ever found. But neutron stars get even scarier. Because some neutron stars transform into something almost unbelievable, something scientists call a magnetar. A magnetar is one of the most dangerous objects in existence. Why? Because its magnetic field is unbelievably powerful. How powerful? If a magnetar came too close to Earth, it could destroy electronics instantly. Scientists believe its magnetic field is so strong that even atoms themselves could become damaged. Imagine standing thousands of kilometers away and still being destroyed. The magnetic power of a magnetar is difficult to understand because nothing on Earth compares to it, even from extreme distances. Its effects could be catastrophic. Thankfully, the nearest known magnetars are far away, very far away. But somewhere in the universe, these monsters continue spinning silently in darkness, waiting, invisible. Deadly. What would happen if you landed on one? Now imagine something impossible. You somehow land on a neutron star. The moment your feet touch the surface, you die instantly, not because of heat, not because of fire, but because gravity becomes unstoppable. Your body would flatten immediately, compressed beyond recognition. You would weigh millions of times more than normal. Movement. Impossible. Survival. Impossible. Even your atoms would struggle to remain stable. Neutron stars remind us of something terrifying. The universe does not care about human survival. It follows its own rules, rules far stranger than imagination. Chapter 4, Gamma Ray Bursts. Cosmic explosions of doom. Now prepare yourself, because we are about to discuss something so powerful that scientists call it one of the deadliest events in the universe, an explosion so violent that it can release more energy in seconds than our sun will produce during its entire lifetime. These terrifying events are known as gamma-ray bursts, or simply GRBs, and they may be the closest thing the universe has to a doomsday weapon. The biggest explosions ever discovered when giant stars collapse or when neutron stars crash into each other. Something extraordinary can happen. A massive explosion erupts. But this is no normal explosion. Two enormous beams of deadly energy shoot across the universe at nearly the speed of light. Inside these beams are gamma rays, the highest energy form of radiation known, invisible, silent, and unbelievably destructive. These bursts can travel billions of light years through space and still remain dangerous. Think about that. Something happening billions of years away could still affect worlds across unimaginable distances. That is terrifying power. What if Earth got hit? Here comes the scary question. What if Earth was hit by a gamma-ray burst? Scientists believe the effects could be catastrophic. First, you would not see much warning. No loud sound, no giant fireball in the sky, just invisible radiation arriving at light speed. The atmosphere would begin collapsing. Earth's protective ozone layer could disappear. Dangerous radiation from the sun would flood the surface. Climate systems could fail, plants die, animals disappear, food chains collapse, entire civilizations endangered. Some scientists even wonder, could past mass extinctions on Earth have been caused by gamma-ray bursts? Nobody knows for sure, but the possibility is frightening. The universe's silent killers. What makes gamma-ray bursts especially terrifying is that they are invisible. You cannot hear them. You cannot stop them. You cannot outrun light. Imagine living normally, eating breakfast, walking outside, watching television, and suddenly, without warning, a deadly burst from deep space changes Earth forever. No villain, no war, no invasion, just the terrifying power of nature. The universe reminding us how fragile life truly is. The brightest explosions in existence. Some gamma-ray bursts are so bright that telescopes can detect them across enormous distances. For a few moments, they become among the brightest things in the observable universe. Imagine something shining brighter than entire galaxies. And yet, hidden inside that beauty is destruction. The universe often hides danger behind beauty. Beautiful stars explode. Beautiful galaxies hide monsters. Beautiful skies contain radiation powerful enough to erase life. Space is beautiful, but it is also terrifying. Transition to next part. So far we have survived black holes, escaped neutron stars, and witnessed universe-ending explosions. But our journey is far from over, because next we travel to a planet in our own solar system so hostile that humans would be crushed, poisoned, and burned alive almost instantly. A world hotter than imagination. A planet that feels like hell itself. And then we enter one of the deadliest radiation zones ever discovered near the giant planet Jupiter. The danger is only beginning.